Sup, nerds? So today we have a chimpanzee family taking on a gray wolf pack. Who wins, the pack or the family? Well, let's find out. So let's start off with the gray or timber wolf first, and let's look at them individually and before we get to the pack, right? So, the gray wolf is the largest wolf in the world, and they're even larger the further north you go. They stand nearly 3 feet tall, 6.5 feet long, and they can weigh up to 160 pounds, with some even getting closer to 180 pounds. As we know, a wolf's main form of attack is their bite, so it has to be pretty strong, right? How strong, you ask? Oh, about 1200 psi. Enough to break apart big solid bones to get to the rich bone marrow inside. Their other defining feature is their speed and stamina. They can run between 35 and 40 miles per hour and can keep that pace for over long distances, over tough terrain and deep snow. This is how they pursue prey like buffalo. Now, let's talk about them as a pack. Typically, a pack can consist of 5 to 8 wolves, but it can be as much as 15 wolves. The further north you go, the larger the pack gets. There's two quote-unquote alphas, which are usually just the two oldest. One leads the pack and the other follows it a good distance away. And then there's a breeding pair, and the rest of the pack is just the breeding pair's pups that decide to stay instead of leaving when fully grown. And when hunting, they coordinate an attack and then they just chase their prey into exhaustion, taking little bites out of it when they can until they can get to the prey's throat. Uh, they're actually very smart too, because they're even smart enough to run in their prey's snow prints while in deep snow, so they don't have to expend more energy running through the deep snow. There's nothing in their environment that they can't bring down. Large animals like deer, elk, bison, and moose are all on the menu. They can even press fully grown grizzly bears if their pack is big enough to do so. A lone wolf is a dangerous animal, but will typically get pressed by any other top predators in its environment. A grizzly bear, black bear, or a mountain lion. But when it comes to a whole pack of them, only a fully grown grizzly bear can press them. A fully grown, desperate, and hungry grizzly bear can press them, I might add. And even then, it's not a certainty. They are the true apex predators when it comes to carnivores in North America, with the grizzly bear being the only thing that could truly rival them, and they're just omnivores. But now let's get on to the chimpanzees. Adult male chimps are very big. They can stand to 4 to 5.5 feet tall and weigh more than 150 pounds. Chimps are very strong, being roughly 1.5 to 2 times stronger than the finest human athlete, and their grip strength is even about 5 times stronger than that. I mean, look at this boy's triceps and biceps, dude. He will mess any human up, and there's people out there that actually believe that they could fight these things with just their bare hands. Absolutely not. But anyways, they're known for disfiguring and dismembering people and other chimps. In one study, a chimp pulled 1,260 pounds single-handedly, which is about 10 times her own body weight. They have powerful jaws with massive canine teeth that have a bite force of about 1,300 psi, which is the same as a gorilla and can crush a bowling ball. And it's also about 8 times stronger than our very own. It can crush bones and snap fingers off easily. They can run up to 25 miles per hour over short distances and are very agile, mobile, and dexterous. Chimps are highly intelligent, being great problem solvers, capable of learning new skills, and use things in their environment to help them out, whether they're hunting or just use them as tools. Even while fighting, they know to aim for vital areas like the eyes, throat, and groin regions. They're highly aggressive too, and Because of their primate-like physiology, how their arms and legs are, they're great grapplers too. But what about the whole family group? These social groups typically consist of 20 to 30 members, but it could be dozens more. It's a hierarchy led by a dominant alpha male with adult females, subordinate males, and juveniles. The males are usually the ones that do all the hunting and defending and fighting, and they do it with high levels of aggression, while females can definitely join them with the same fierce ferocity. Their role is typically to watch and protect the young ones. So, which side wins? The pack or the family? Well, a 1v1 between a gray wolf and a chimp is actually an interesting one that's very close. The wolf is a little larger, faster, with a much higher stamina and endurance, while the chimp is overall stronger, more agile and dexterous, more intelligent, and has a better grappling ability. The winner of that fight would really depend on the environment where the fight takes place. If it's like out in an open field somewhere, the wolf would certainly win. With their better speed and stamina, the wolf would simply just outlast the chimp, tire it down, and then get the kill shot on its neck. But in a forested area, where the chimp can really utilize its intelligence and dexterity better, he would likely win. But this isn't a one-on-one fight. No, this is a pack of gray wolves versus a family group of chimpanzees. So to keep this fair, right? Because we can't have 8 wolves versus like 30 chimps, okay? So let's say we have 15 wolves versus 15 chimps. This way, neither side has a true numbers advantage. So the wolves' biggest advantages in this fight, as I said earlier, is their speed and stamina. The chimps will not be able to escape them unless there are trees nearby. I think the chimps' greatest advantage is their primate physiology, allowing them to grapple. They would have the edge up close because of that. They have long arms that have full range of motion, like us. But while the chimp's bite is surprisingly stronger than the wolf, despite not being a full-on carnivore, the chimps don't start off a fight with their bite like the wolves do. And while their bite is weaker, the wolf's teeth will do more damage than a chimp's teeth would. Chimps are more intelligent than a wolf, but not where it matters. And what I mean by that is outside of chimps using things as weapons like sharpened sticks, rocks, etc., which would be an advantage for them in a fight like this, because, wolves can't do the same, their battle IQ is worse than the wolves. They don't strategize together on the fly while fighting or defending or hunting or anything. They don't have to. Wolves are constantly adjusting their attack plan and communicating with one another. They simply just work better as a team. And it's because they have to do that. In order to bring down a large prey item like a buffalo or an elk, or defend against a giant grizzly bear, they have to do that. Chimps, on the other hand, just don't have to do that, because the only big predator that they have to worry about are other chimps and leopards. The chimps don't go down easy in a fight like this, and the pack definitely suffers some major losses. And they could even win. The chimps could win if they have trees on their side. But at the same time, chimps have to come down from a tree eventually. And that's where the wolves will be waiting for them. At the end of the day, I am siding with the gray wolf pack more times than not. If it's 15 on 15, I'm siding with the gray wolf pack. Like I said, the chimps could definitely win this fight. They are stronger overall. They are more intelligent, and they do use weapons and have a better grappling ability, as stated earlier. But at the end of the day, I think the wolves would simply just be able to outlast them. I think they would strategize on taking one down at a time, like focusing most of the group's attention on one, killing them, and then moving on to the next one, while some of them are fighting like a big group of the chimps on their own. They might lose the wolves this way, but this is how you take a group of enemies down. And at the end of the day, I'm thinking the wolf pack will win this one out. over the family group of chimpanzees. The wolf pack wins. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you thought, and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all that great stuff. I truly do appreciate it. Please go follow my Instagram account, dmanversus.videos, to be updated on all my future content that I'm putting out and all the great stuff. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace!